When the valley's weight bends the back of the free, and the desert's breath parches the soul's melody, we lift our eyes past the vultures to see thermals of grace rise where the weary meet. No shackled sky can cage this holy flight. The rock's command splits dawn from night. Mountains crumble like ash neath our tread, for the God of Exodus fuels wings overhead. Wings of eagles soar, catch the Spirit's gust, where the storm's clenched fist becomes dust. Renewed, remade, we ride heaven's airflow, weakness drowned in the undertow. Wings of eagles glide, Zion's currents right, a love letter etched in the stratosphere's light. No gravity of grief, no chains to sever, we're airborne saints, bound to the forever. Treadmill spins, but we're skybound now. Feathers forged in fires where doubt dared bow. Molten doubts cool to faith's iron core, while hell's hailstones melt mid-Jordan's roar. Like Elijah whirlwinded past the sun's blaze, we dance on clouds where the Ancient of Days unfurls his roadmap, star-stitched divine. Each mile a miracle, each breath a sign. Some crawl through the rubble, we climb on the breeze. A flock baptized in holy aerodynamics. The earthbound scoff, delusion, illusion, till they taste the sky in our communion. Wings of eagles carry the broken, the scarred, from Egypt's clay to the king's backyard. No fall, no falter, just ascent, rebirth, where heaven's hovercraft skimming the earth. The world's treadmill spins, but we're skybound now. Feathers forged in fires where doubt dared bow. Molten doubts cool to faith's iron core, while hell's hailstones melt mid-Jordan's roar. Like Elijah whirlwinded past the sun's blaze, we dance on clouds where the Ancient of Days unfurls his roadmap, star-stitched divine. Each mile a miracle, each breath a sign. Each mile a miracle, each breath a sign. Some crawl through the rubble, we climb on the breeze. A flock baptized in holy aerodynamics. The earthbound scoff, delusion, illusion, till they taste the sky in our communion. Wings of eagles carry the broken, the scarred, from Egypt's clay to the king's. Breadcrumbs of glory in a desert of need. Manna from heaven, the soul's daily feed. No pharaoh's feast compares to this humble plate. Grace served at dawn on the table of faith. The world craves a buffet, but we gather it small. Mercy's sweet portion, just enough to enthrall. No hoarding, no greed, just trust in the hand that fills empty jars in the wasteland's demand. Manna from heaven, oh taste and see. Jehovah Jireh cooks miracles for free. No pantry of worry, sun-kissed and pure. Survival's not earned, it's a love that's secure. In the hunger and the thirst, he's the I am who provides. Our daily bread walks where the desert collides. The rich fry their silver, the proud bake their pride. But we kneel at daybreak where heaven and earth collide. Wilderness wanderers, yet feasting like kings. A mystery of mercy on angelic wings. No maggot-infested wealth, no mold in this store. Just fresh revelation knocking at morning's door. We collected with wonder, grinded into song. A recipe for endurance when the journey feels long. Some call it coincidence, we call it divine. A pantry unlocked when the stars realign. The same God who fed Moses still fills our cup. When the world says you're stranded, manna springs up. Manna, manna, breakfast of saints. Fuel for the faithful, no flavorless paste. In the grind of the grindstone, in the ache of the race, he feeds us with heaven, one day at a grace. Manna, manna, breakfast of saints. Fuel for the faithful, no flavorless paste. In the grind of the grindstone, in the ache of the race, he feeds us with heaven, one day at a grace.
Dusty sandals tread the cracked earth's face. A seed bag sways with kingdom grace. Scattered rhythms, some dirt, some stone. The sower's hands fling futures unknown. Thorns of greed choke the algorithm's row, but rhizomes of faith breach the status quo. Birds of doubt peck the pavement's lie, yet one seed cracks where the eagles fly. Sunstroke hearts let the irrigation start. Tears of saints soften the desert's heart. Roots run deep where the bedrock split. The sour soil turns concrete to wheat. Sour's parable, hope's guerrilla bloom. Rocky scorn turn it to harvest room. Thorns may tangle but the vines rebuttal. 100-fold yield from the sacrificial scuttle. Weep not for seeds the shallow stole. The sower's grace greens the soul's payroll. Suburban wastelands, downtown cracks. The sour strolls with no glance back. Ghetto soils, boardroom tiles. His palms toss stars where the vulture files. Meteor showers of mercy unsealed. A rooftop crop in the projects revealed. Breadfruit fists burst through rusted gates. The sour's math multiplies the stakes. Can you taste the loaves in the landfill's curse? The sour's compost resurrects the universe. Hell's weed killer can't silence the shoot. The sour's harvest storms the dragon's root. Sour's parable, hope's guerrilla bloom. the spiritually dead. Seed to sickle, the art's complete. The sour's love outgrows the concrete.
Shadows where the brambles twist and weep, a king walked valleys where the scorn ran deep. Nails wrote symphonies on splintered wood, his blood a flood where mercy stood. They mocked his throne, a cross of shame, but heaven whispered his redeeming name. Thorns kissed his brow, the earth held its breath, as death itself bowed to life's conquest. Wearing the crown of thorns, but the victory is sworn. From the cross to the dawn, every chain is torn. Heavy the weight I bore, but his love is the cure. In the fire we pure, mercy's triumph endure. Now Zion's rhythm beats in my chest, where sorrow's shackles met their rest. The grave's cold sting, it lost its bite when morning broke with resurrection light. I walk these streets, a pilgrim's creed, planting seeds where thorns conceived. The scars he wore, my banner now, a rebel's hymn to grace's vow. Oh Babylon, you thought you'd win, but love's a storm that burns within. From Golgotha's hill to my humble porch, his crown of thorns is my torch. Wearing the crown of thorns, but the victory is sworn. From the cross to the dawn, every chain is torn. Heavy the weight I bore, but his love is the cure. In the fire we pure, mercy's triumph endure. The world may serve its golden lies, but I'm a branch where the vine supplies. In deserts bloom, the wasteland sings, 'cause brokenness births kingdom things. No counterfeit could ever rise above the truth in his scarred skies. His thorny reign, my anthem grows, a rebel's heart in royal clothes. Yeah. So let the skeptics rage and doubt, we're the flames they can't put out. Crowned in thorns, yet we soar. God's love is the open door. Slick the grease from the devil's sly hand, strap the belt where the truth makes it stand. Breastplate forged in the furnace of grace, righteousness guards the heart's hidden space. Nikes of peace trump the war zone's debris, gospel treads leave a kingdom's graffiti. Shield of faith, force field fractal and bright, hell's flamethrower chokes in the sovereign's light. Lock the helmet where the mind's under siege, salvation's crown cracks the skeptic's fatigue. Sword of spirit, sharpened by psalms, the armor's algorithm cancels the qualms. Armor of God anthem, suit righteousness wall. From the boardroom's trap to the ghetto's front line, this battle dress code turns the curse to sublime. No bearskin exposed to the liar's spit. The armor's your skin when the flesh wants to quit. Cyberbully demons in the DMs of dread, but the breastplate's firewall guards what's unsaid. Hashtag hate, the helm's encryption prevails. Salvation's Wi-Fi outstreams the dark's trails. Gossips, grenades, envy, slow burn. The shield's reflection makes the malice adjourn. Feet shod with peace, stomp the chaos's script. The armor's couture lets no venom equip. Feel the queen rest thrum with the Nazarene's vaults. Hell's blackout dies where the armor revolts. The cross is the buckle, the blood's the app. The armor's code reboots the mishap. Armor of God anthem, suit up and brawl. Hell's cheap shots dissolve in the righteousness wall. From the boardroom's trap to the ghetto's front line, this battle dress code turns the curse to sublime. No draft dodgers in this cosmic war. The armor's your skin, the spirit's your core. Zion's tailor fits every size and scar. The armor of God's your identity's North Star.
Heaven's part, a mighty king with a righteous heart, upon a steed of purest white. He rides with power and endless might. His eyes like flames, his word is sword. The coming judge, the conquering Lord, powerful and reverberating, with brass and tyranny. The rider on the white horse comes, his glory shines like beating drums, with righteous wrath and holy fire. He ends the darkness and the liar. The rider on the white horse reigns, his kingdom comes and justice reigns. The rider on the white horse comes, his glory shines like beating drums, with righteous wrath and holy fire. He ends the darkness and the liar. The rider on the white horse reigns, his kingdom comes and justice gains. The armies follow, clad in white, a host of heaven filled with light. The nations tremble at his sight, before his face they take their flight. The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, his truth prevails, his word of war. Powerful and reverberating, more intense with company, words of brass crescendo. The rider on the white horse comes, his glory shines like beating drums, with righteous wrath and holy fire. He ends the darkness and the light. The rider on the white horse reigns, his kingdom comes and justice gains. The aliens follow, clad in white, a host of heaven filled with light. The nations tremble at his sight, before his face they take the flight. The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, his truth prevails, his word voice. The day of judgment now at hand, his righteous rule across the land. The final battle fought and won, his His kingdom's dawn has now begun. Powerful and reverberating with sustained brass chords and tyranny. The rider on the white horse comes. His glory shines like beating drums, with righteous wrath and holy fire. He ends the darkness and the liar. The rider on the white horse reigns. His kingdom comes and justice reigns. The rider on the white horse comes.
Hear the brass blades break through Babylon's sleep, a reveille riff where the watchmen keep. Mountains echo the Messiah's keynote. Zion's trumpet tears the veil of the status quo. Skeptics freeze at the frequency shift. Dry bones jive to the Jubilee's gift. Every blast is a birthright decree. The lion's breath tunes eternity's melody. Lift your lips, let the brass prophesy. Sound the charge where the lukewarm lie. Heaven's horn scatters the Pharaoh's schemes. Zion's trumpet calls us to extremes. Zion's trumpet called Judah's anthem unsealed. The righteous rhythm shakes the killer's field. Wake the drunkards, rouse the sleeping clay. The trumpet's tongue won't let love decay. North to south, east to western sprawl. No wall stands against Zion's trumpet call. Greed's mute march meets the brass rebuttal. War horns humble the iron and subtle. Orphans' cries chord with the trumpet's refrain. A symphony sworn to erase every chain. Kings clap dust from their crumbling thrones, while the pauper psalm cracks the asteroid zones. Gabriel's groove in a grassroots dub. Zion's trumpet floods the earth with floodwaters of love. Feel the vibration split the prison steel. Every note's a nail, every rest a heel. Demons flinch at the seventh chord's climb. Zion's trumpet tolls the end of time. Zion's trumpet called Judah's anthem unsealed. The righteous rhythm shakes the killer's field. Wake the drunkards, rouse the sleeping clay. The trumpet's tongue won't let love decay. No mute reed in the final stand. Zion's brass band takes the promised land. Trumpets crescendo, no dusk, no fall. The lamb's last note is a lullaby for no mute reed in the final stand. Zion's brass band takes the promised land. Trumpets crescendo, no dusk, no fall. The lamb's last note is a lullaby for all.
match the glory of your name. The treasure sought, the battle's won. Our shadows pale before your sun. We find our worth in your embrace and seek the beauty of your face. Something about the rain, the strength and soul rise, comes before the altar cast. All earthly pride forever past. In humble praise we lift our voice in you, our King. We now rejoice, comes before the altar cast. The love revealed forever last. No every gain, no fleeting fame can match the glory of your name. The treasure sought, the battle's won. Where shadows pale before your sun. We find our worth in your embrace and seek the beauty of your face. Falling by the rain, the strength and soul rise, crowns before the altar cast. All earthly pride forever past. In humble praise we lift our voice in you, our King. We now rejoice, crowns before the altar cast. The love revealed forever last. Lay earthly things would fade away, but your eternal love will stay. All hearts are yours, our souls are free to worship you eternally. In hearts are yours, our souls are free to worship you eternally. Before the altar cast.
Abba, Yahweh, Yahweh, breathe your kingdom here. Abba, Yahweh, let the veil tear. In the womb of the dawn where the mountains bow low, your name cracks the silence, fire where no flame should glow. Not a title but breath, the drum in our chest. Hallowed, hallowed, the pulse of the oppressed. We kneel in the dirt where the fig tree once stood. Your kingdom's a seed split in concrete for good. No palace of gold but a hearth built in clay. Your will be the rhythm, our rebellion, our sway. Give us this day our daily bread, not just the loaf but the hands that break it instead. Forgive us our debts as we loosen the chains. Mercy's a river where no soul drowns in shame. Lead us not to temptation's mirage in the sand, but guide us through valleys where the wicked can't stand. For yours is the kingdom, the roots under stones, the power, the wildfire no empire can own. Trespassers' ledger sinks deep in the tide. We bury their debts where the kelp forests hide. Deliver us, Father, from Pharaoh's old trance, the snake in the mirror, the greed in the dance. For thine is the glory, not thrones but the soil, the myrrh on the threshold, the sweat in the toil. Forever the heartbeat no grave could arrest. Amen, let it be, let our breath be the yes. Brew lights the oil in the widow's last lamp, Jah's breath in the embers, the I am, who floods the desert with manna unseen. The same hand that carved galaxies out of a dream. Abba, Yahweh, your kingdom come. Abba, Yahweh, thy will be done on earth as it is in Zion. desert's a graveyard where whispers take root. Scorched earth, cracked rib cage, no breath to bear fruit. But the wind's humming psalms through these sockets of dust. A prophecy's drum roll, rise from the rust. Oh, dry bones, rattlesnake shakers, skeletons dancing to life's resurrection makers. Sinew by sinew, we're stitching the night till the valleys acquire, singing Jah said it right. Elders' lost ballads seep into the clay. We're sons of the soil, but slaves to decay. Then the four winds roar, ligaments arise. A heart beats rebellion beneath hollowed eyes. Who rebuilds temples from ashen old lies? The breath that turned chaos to Bethlehem skies. Who crowns the forgotten with dawn's golden thread? The one who walks graves like a garden instead. No tombstone can muffle this rhythm we found. The dead now are drummers, their feet stomp holy ground. Dry bones meet your drummer, his rhythm's your name. The valley's a womb and revival's the flame. Their feet stomp holy ground. Dry bones meet your drummer, his rhythm's your name. The valley's a womb and revival's the flame.
The sirens of Zion wail through the static of sin. A dub plate spins where eternity begins. No barcode soul, no counterfeit creed. Heaven's baseline hums what the flesh can't read. The gates a groove, the keys a cry. A beggar's moan, a widow's sigh. Drop the needle where the void collides. The architect's rhythm parts the tides. Raise the frequency, let the subwoofer pray. Echoes of Eden drown the devil's delay. Jah's hand twist the equalizer's fate. Heaven's gate dub won't negotiate. Heaven's gate dub, feel the voltage plug. Earthquake sway to the lion's thug. Synthetic heart skip, organic drums drug. The Almighty's drop breaks the mortal slug. Heaven's gate dub, no VIP hug. Saints and street rats sink to the same lug. Hell's feedback screeches, we just shrug. The master tape mends what the world would tug. Banker's clock, the addict's nod. Time warps where the holy squad pumps the crossfader, blends the raw, turns the crack house into a Zion raw. No genre walls, no fade out end. The producer's mix resurrects the amend. Graves reverb fades, the tomb's a booth. Heaven's gate spins the living truth. The devil's a bootleg, a scratched repeat, but the original cut stamps every street. We're the wax, he's the stylus heat. Heaven's gate dub, the counterfeit's defeat. Heaven's gate dub, feel the voltage plug. Earthquake sway to the lion's thug. Synthetic heart skip, organic drums drug. The Almighty's drop breaks the mortal slug.
Heaven's gate dub, no VIP hug. Saints and street rats sink to the same lug. Hell's feedback screeches, we just shrug. The master tape mends what the world would tug. Velvet rope, no cover charge, just bloodstained tracks on a cosmic barge. Heaven's gate dub, the eternal mixtape. We're the crowd, he's the escape. Let the bitterness bleed. Press me raw in your truth till I'm broken freed. Old wineskins crack at the vintage you bring. Your fermentation's a radical thing. I was vinegar spike, you turned me to must. Bubbling wild in the cask of your trust. No shortcuts, no preservatives, just time and fire. Your patience the vintner, you love the entire. Stomp my ego, let the juice run clean. Baptize my barrels in the unforeseen. This ain't no sip, it's a flood you're pouring. New wine flowing, heaven's encoring. New wine flow, drown the status quo. Turn my water into wonder, let the fermentation show. From the cellar of shame to the feast crescendo. Your vintage crushes the cheap libido. New wine flow, the holy undertow. Drunk on the spirit high where the healed go. We're the vineyard where the miracles grow. Bitter to sweet, your ferment steals the show. The world drinks lack, but your kegs never dry. You cork the abyss, uncork the why. The addict's thirst, the mourner's drought. Your wine fills voids that logic can't sort out. The religious spit tasteless flat as deceit, but your drought's a jolt that resurrects the beat. No hangover here, just the buzz of the soul. Communion's the dose that makes the broken whole. The Pharisees gag on this radical brew, but the drunkards and whores know it's gospel true. You turn Gethsemane's tears into wedding wine. Your new wine flow rewrites the vine. New wine flow, drown the status quo. Turn my water into wonder, let the fermentation show. From the cellar of shame to the feast crescendo. Your vintage crushes the cheap libido. New wine flow, the holy undertow. Drunk on the spirit high where the healed go. We're the vineyard where the miracles grow. Bitter to sweet, your ferment steals the show. We're jars of clay, but your wine's the blaze. A holy intoxication that lifts the haze. New wine flow, your kingdom's keg. Pours out till the world begs. Fill my cup again. The edge of space, a throne glowed bright in the holy place. Cherubim blaze with 6 wings spread wide. Seraphim chant as the cosmos collide. No shadow dares in the Lamb's pure gaze. Every knee bends, every crown's ablaze. The scroll sealed tight till the Lion stood. His roar split time, king and kinsman's blood. Throne room vibes, can you feel the sound? Heaven's heartbeat shakes the ground. Gold streets hum as the saints align. Worship's tsunami breaks space and time. Angels dip low where the redeemed descend. Throne room vibes, no beginning, no end. The harlot's tears Melt the jasper stairs. The thief's last breath bends in a hymn in the air. Martyrs rise in a white robe tied, palms in hands, side by side. No temple here, just the great I am. The slain lamb reigns, the ultimate jam. Incense swirls with the prayers of years. The Father leans down to dry our tears. Throw open the gates, let the jubilee in. The King's in the dance, overriding sin. Winds of the Spirit blow fierce and free. Throne room vibes, raw divinity. Throne room vibes, can you feel the sound? Heaven's heartbeat shakes the ground. Gold streets hum as the saints align. Worship tsunami breaks space and time. The prodigal's boots crack, mud on the floor, but the Father's ring fits and we're hungry no more. Judah's lion purrs like a lamb to the least. The orphan's name etched at the wedding feast. Swords into plows, every war trumpet stills, as Zion's heart fills the heavenly hills. The last tear falls, the first note rings. Creation's choir crowns him king. Lift your dreadlocks, stretch your hands high. Throne room vibes electrify. Alpha's pulse in a reggae